In the busy streets of Lagos, where life moves fast and everything has a price, lived a young man named Emeka Chigozie. At just 22 years old, Emeka was already living what many called the soft life. He drove a sleek black Benz, rocked designer senator wears, gold wristwatches, and his pocket never seemed to run dry, but Emeka didn't come from wealth. His fortune came after his uncle passed away, leaving him a large inheritance from a land deal. With the sudden wealth came fame, respect, and attention, especially from the ladies. Every weekend, you could find Emeka at the ATM near his estate in Lekki. Not to withdraw money for himself, but to bless the girls who flocked around him. Girls like Amanda, who wore the latest lace gowns and bone-straight wigs, and Kemi, who always had a sob story ready about school fees or her sick aunt. They called him the ATM Prince. Not because he worked in a bank, but because wherever he stood, money flowed. If you were broke, you found Emeka. If you needed wigs, phones, or even rent, Emeka had you covered. And he loved the attention. He smiled as they called him boss, Odegu, and sugar zaddy, but as the weeks turned into months, something strange began to happen. One night, as Emeka relaxed in his luxurious apartment, his phone buzzed with an anonymous message: "They love your ATM, not you. Look closely." He laughed it off, thinking it was a joke. But the words kept replaying in his mind. The next day, dressed in a sky blue kaftan with gold embroidery, Emeka went to the ATM as usual. As he arrived, 4 girls were already waiting. "Emeka, my fine guy. Please, I never chopped since morning," Amanda said, curling her arm around his boss man. "Just 30K for data and transport," Kemi added, pouting dramatically.
Emeka smiled, but today, he was quiet. He watched them, really watched them. He noticed how they barely asked how he was doing. How one of them, Fola, kept secretly texting someone while giggling and pretending to pay attention. Later that night, he sat alone in his living room. No girls. No laughter. Just silence. That same message popped into his mind again: "They love your ATM, not you." He couldn't sleep, so the next day, Emeka decided to run a test. He dressed down, no chains, no perfume, no designer slippers. Just a plain encore shirt and sandals. He walked to the ATM and stood like before. This time, he told them a different story. "Things are rough," he said. "My money don't finish. I even dey find who go support me small." The girls froze. Amanda stepped back slightly. "Wait. You dey broke?" Kemi scoffed. "Ah. E be like say you dey joke." Within 10 minutes, they were gone. No hugs. No sympathy. Just silence and fake smiles as they disappeared, and in that moment, Emeka knew he was never truly loved. He was simply used. He stopped going to the ATM. He stopped funding fake friendships. Instead, Emeka started attending tech seminars, reading investment books, and learning about online businesses. He sold the Benz and invested the money into a small digital startup. People began to talk.
Emeka don craze. Why him dey wear ordinary cloth now? See as fine boy turned tech bro. But Emeka didn't care. He was changing. He was growing. One afternoon, on his way from a seminar, Emeka stopped by a roadside puff-puff seller. A simple girl in a colorful ochre gown with her natural hair tied in a scarf smiled and served him. "Na hot one I go give you," she said with a laugh. Her name was Ada. They spoke briefly, then again the next day. And the next. Emeka found her interesting, humble, intelligent, and content. She never asked him for money, never bragged on social media. She reminded him of a life that didn't depend on constant validation. Weeks turned into months. Ada became a friend, then a partner. She helped him with his business branding, even though she had little. They dreamed together, not of clubs and photo shoots, but of growth, peace, and purpose. One day, Emeka launched his first tech product. Ada was right there beside him, wearing a simple white dress, beaming with pride. On the same day, Amanda stumbled across his name on Instagram. Tech CEO Emeka Chigozie partners with foreign investors. Her jaw dropped. She texted him. He never replied. The ATM prince was gone. In his place stood a man who had learned the difference between love and liking, between validation and value. Emeka finally understood. Real love doesn't come from how much you can give, it comes from who you are when you have nothing left to offer. Subscribe, comment, like and share with family and friends for more original African tale stories and dramatic moments. Stay tuned for our upcoming story.